myself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ben.
Yeah.
And who are you?
I'm Dimas.
Dimas.
But who is really Ben?
Well, I'm an Australian, 28 years old. We're in Canberra. But I've been all around the world, but living now in Canberra. And I'm actually married to Mr. Dimas's daughter.
Yes, and we're very happy to have him as a in-law son.
So what would I call you in Portuguese?
Sogro.
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 Dimas is my sogro.
That's right. Sogro. And my daughter Bella is his wife. For over 2 years now, right?
Yeah. 2 years, 3
Beautiful,
months.
Beautiful. Was a beautiful wedding in a beautiful venue here in a farm winery. So beautiful, so beautiful. Tell us about it.
Well, it was in the middle of COVID, so it could have been a lot worse. But it was beautiful. We had a perfect March day, so spring, and actually no, spring, autumn. It was autumn, yeah, beautiful autumn day.
March.
Yeah, we had a great day. It was lots of food and wine out under a big beautiful tree at like an estate, so a beautiful old house with wineries all around. We had a great night, and yeah, the rest is history. But hopefully we can go back there someday.
For sure, yeah. They has fresh wine, foods, great foods.
They make all their own food. They make their own meat, cheese, wine.
So good.
Milk, yeah.
And it's very close to Canberra, so especially in this cold winter, you go up there, have a glass or two of wine and eat good food, warms up. Okay, Ben is about to go to Brazil in about 3 months.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to help him some Portuguese, some Brazilian Portuguese. We say Brazilian Portuguese because, as Australia and US and every other country that's the official language is English, there's different accents and slangs, things like that. Portuguese is the same. So if you go to Africa, the Portuguese speaking countries in Africa has their own slangs. Portugal same, and Brazil has a completely different Portuguese. Not completely, I'm saying just some local slangs. And Brazil is huge country, so in every region you go, you're gonna find different food, different people, and so but is a lovely people no matter where. So we are trying to teach to help Ben with his Portuguese. Like whenever you arrive in a country, a new land, you need information, right? So like at the same time I'm helping Ben, we are going to be helping you too if you have ever um, how say, if you ever think about going to a Portuguese speaking countries, and it's very important to know at least the basics so you don't die of hungry or thirsty.
I doubt that'll be a problem in Brazil.
Yeah, it's a lot.
The opposite. I'll die of too much food. And
for sure. So Ben is going to be asking me some question, for example, and I'm going to be trying to answer in Portuguese. Listen, Portuguese, okay? It's not Portuguese, Portuguese. Because then I'm gonna, in my channel, Jim's channel, I'm having the classes of Portuguese. I'm starting with the basic, like alphabet, the pronounce of each letter, and then we go to the vowels, the articles, pronouns. Is that right to say pronouns?
Yeah,
things like that.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So at least the basic. So when you get to a Portuguese speaking country, you're not gonna struggle too much. Is that right to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Ben is gonna be asking some question. I'm gonna try to help now.
All right. Yes. So I have some questions about what I might want to know when I go to Brazil. So one kind of question is, what's the best kind of street food?
Well, we have so many different kind of street food depending in which state or city or region you're going in Brazil. In my home state of Minas Gerais, for example, is very popular the deep fry called pastel frito. Deep fry, you say pastel frito.
Pastel
Pastel
frito.
frito with sugar cane, caldo de cana. Só isso. You get to the takeaway and say, posso ter dois pastéis fritos com caldo de cana. Posso ter dois pastéis fritos com caldo de cana.
Posso ter? Or posso, how do you say it?
Posso ter.
Posso
Like,
ter. Does that mean
can I
order?
have? Can I have? Posso ter.
Posso ter.
Poderia eu ter. More formal, you can say poderia eu ter, which is would I can I have? Kind of. Can I have or may I have? Só posso eu ter dois pastéis fritos ou apenas or dois pastéis e caldo de cana, por exemplo.
Very nice. Okay. I think I'm going to have to try that. So I don't even want to try. I'll make a mess of it. But yeah, no, that's good.
Actually, the other son-in-law, Wade, went to Brazil in December and he tried pastel frito com caldo de cana many times. And he said he loved it.
That's great. Well, that's good. That'll help us order some authentic food in Minas. Another question I have is, are there any tourist traps to avoid?
Well, depends. Like if you are in a small city, let's say city up to 300,000 people, kind of small cities in the interior of country. As you know, Brazil is a huge country, is over 200 million people. So there are so many big cities, the big capital cities. But if you are in a small cities, normally it's very safe, no problem. But in big cities, in capital city, try to avoid to go to near close to favelas or in the favelas during nighttime, especially. And if you ever go to favela, because some people like to visit favela, because there's most of the people who live there are good people, hardworking people. They live there for choice in some case to avoid paying taxes or high bills of water or electricity, thing like that. But don't go there by yourself. Normally go with a group or a tourist guide, okay? So, I would say, não vai para as favelas sozinho, okay? Don't go to the favelas by yourself. Vai num grupo. Go in a group ou turista, guia turístico, ou guia turístico, which is a tourist guide, of course. Yeah. Ok? Be informed, esteja bem informado, be informed, e então vai. De outras formas, in other ways, mostly of the other parts of the city, no problem.
Wow, that's a lot of good information. I'm going to have to get you to write this down for me. Another question, which I think might be good to ask, is what's the best way to get around? Should I take an Uber? Should I hire a motorbike? Should I only catch buses? What's the best way to get around Brazil?
Well, you can take the buses, but again, in small cities, maybe better the Uber or the taxi. Why? Because the distances are very short, so you're going to pay cheap and quick. Now, in big capital city, like you're going to spend a little bit more, but taxis are safer. There's a tax company in Brazil now called 99. They check people before they check the driver and also check the passenger. Yeah. So this is the safety one. If you ever go to Brazil, try to call 99, okay? 99,
Novi,
okay?
novi.
99 mais seguro, okay? Which is safer. Seguro, safer. Because they check people, okay? Before letting them use the driver, or even the driver is checked. So like in the taxi, because taxi is licensed by the municipalities or state, so they has to be checked, so they are safe too. And yeah, but you can also use so many others kind of. Depending on the city, you can use the metro or the train, or also bikes. They has taxi motorbikes, which is quick and easy, quicker. It's not safe like cars, but it's quicker because they go around.
Yeah. In Vietnam, that's the only way to go around. But
Oh yes.
I'm not sure if it's safe or not in Brazil.
I use helmets, everything, and how say helmets?
Yeah, helmets, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And talking about food, I could ask, where is the closest steakhouse?
Oh, the closest steakhouse. Well, you can find them mostly everywhere. Uh, like I'm from Belo Horizonte, the capital city of Minas Gerais. Um, there's many big steaks house there. Those good one where they bring the big all sort of meats on the stick and cut on the
Picanha.
plate. So you pay a price and you can eat all day long, all you want. Okay, it's all included. Then you have dessert or whatever you want after, drinks, everything. But you pay one price and eat like those Chinese, how you say, kind restaurant. But the difference is steaks.
All you can eat.
All
buffet.
can eat pork, beef, frogs, chicken, sausages.
Kangaroos.
We don't have
Oh,
kangaroos.
okay. Emus.
But we have lambs. Yeah. And our beef are top. Very
That's
good.
true. It's delicious. All right. Maybe one more question is, okay. How would I ask in Portuguese? Where can I find a good pub?
You're gonna ask, onde eu posso encontrar bom barzinho? Onde eu posso encontrar bom barzinho? Bar. Bar in Brazil or in Portugal is a pub. So most bars is pub. If you want a small bar, it's called boteco. Boteco. Boteco is everywhere. Actually, in Minas, in all over Brazil, but Minas Gerais, especially the city of Belo Horizonte, is the global capital of botecos.
Yeah.
And in the botecos, you find so delicious botecos food. Sorry, boteco food. If you ever go to Minas, Brazil, Minas, Belo Horizonte, there's, I think it's in winter, a boteco food festival. You go around the city, all the suburb has participants. It's kind of a championship, you say? How you can say? Competition.
Yeah.
Competition, which they give then prizes to the winner. Yeah, the best food. So good, you're gonna love it. So try Boteco's food. But big bars, they're big bars, is the pubs. You can say cervejaria. Is a place where sells beers, all sort of drinks. You can call cervejaria. Okay?
Interesting.
Cerveja.
Boteco in New York, they've got a thing called a bodega.
Bodega, similar
like
to
a
bodega.
little grocery store kind of, but you can buy drinks as well. I wonder if it's the same root word, the same origin.
In many cases are similar. Yeah. You're gonna find food, a little bit of groceries, But there's table there, you can sit, you can eat, you can drink. Yeah, in many cases are like that.
Hey,
But I love the botecos because they are everywhere. You sit there, the people are very friendly. And one other thing in Brazil is if you like beers, they love the beer very frozen, very cold. Has to be, they say, tem que ser trincando. Trincando means cracking because ice cracks when it's very cold, right? So they say has to be, tem que ser trincando de frio, has to be cracking of cold. So beer is cold. And the waiters or the waitress are very friend. They talk to you. They want to serve you the best they can. They are not asking for tips. No, it's their way to be.
No, they don't ask for tips.
No.
Wow, that sounds like all the good things and none of the bad. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we
ask Kuwait. He's gonna tell you how they are. Some more. Mais uma means mais uma cerveja.
Mais
one more
uma.
beer. Mais uma.
Mais uma.
Mais uma.
Mais uma.
Mais uma.
Uma.
Mais uma cerveja. One more beer. Yeah.
Mais uma. Mais uma.
So what else?
I don't know. I don't have too many more questions. I'm sure when we go to Rio, I'll be asking where the beach is. I'll be asking where the Christ the Redeemer is. I'll be asking all those questions.
Yeah. One thing good to know is many of the people who never been to Brazil, for example, they think Brazil is, when you say, I'm from Brazil, they say football, samba, carnaval, Rio de Janeiro, okay? But Brazil is the fifth largest country in the world, and there's much more to see. So, like, you need time, you need months. Because I'm from there, I don't know Brazil. It's too big. So, like, it's a lot to see, so many, so all sort of difference of landscapes, nature, animals, so it's a lot to see. Beaches, so I don't know how many 1,000 miles of beach around, so it's a lot to see. And I'm going to end up this conversation about the Portuguese alphabet. Can you help me?
Oh no.
No?
I'm not good at the alphabet. It sounds similar. A, B, C, D, E, F. No. F, G,
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 H,
that's the hard. H, I, J, K,
L,
L,
M,
M, N, N, U, O,
P,
P,
Q,
Q,
R,
R,
S,
S,
T,
T,
U,
T,
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 U,
U,
V,
V,
X,
X,
Z,
Z. What is
N,
X?
X.
X,
Let's do again.
Z.
A,
A, B, C, D, E, F,
G,
G, J,
H,
H,
I,
I, J, L,
you skipped K,
K,
L,
L,
M,
M, N, U, P,
Q,
Q,
R,
R,
for R, R,
R, that's right.
S,
S,
T,
T,
U,
U,
V,
V,
X,
X,
W.
W.
We forgot the Y for Y.
Oh, yeah.
Y, W,
Y, W,
Z.
Z.
You know why Brazil, Portuguese is wrong? Because U in Portuguese is U, not U.
U.
U. And T is T, so for tu, okay? G, U, S, so G is G, okay? U, E, S, so Portuguese, okay? We don't have the E at the end, okay?
Português.
Português. Soon we're going to be helping you more, hopefully.
You'll learn quicker than me, but we'll go on a journey together.
Nós vamos te ensinar muito mais. Na verdade, we're going to teach you much more. Truly. This wasn't a Portuguese class. Isso não foi uma classe de português. Because we spoke most of the time in English. Porque nós falamos a maior parte do tempo em inglês. But we are going to be helping you with Portuguese for sure. Okay? Keep up. Is that right to say? Keep up with us. Subscribe to our channel. Ring the bell.
Subscribe, hit that button. That's what Mr. Beast says. No, but it's great to have you on board. Hopefully this is the start of a big journey. And in Portuguese, we'll say
Jornada.
jornada, and we say vai com Deus, boa noite. Is that right?
God bless. Deus abençoe. Go with God. Vai com Deus. But in their case, they are not going, so they stay. So esteja com Deus. Be with God. Okay?
All right.
We see you soon. God bless.
Até mais.
You stream, you will stop modulating.
And.